All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our chapel service for Friday, April 23rd. And we are marking this morning the anniversary of the birth of William Shakespeare. Actually, we're also marking the anniversary of the death of William Shakespeare, which must mean that he died on his birthday, which is a very sad thought. But William Shakespeare is undoubtedly the most famous writer, not only in the English language, probably in any language, because his works have been translated into almost every language across the world. He wrote 39 plays, 3 long narrative poems, and well over 150 shorter poems called sonnets. He was a remarkable man. We don't know that much about him, but we do know that he was born in the Midlands town of Stratford in 1564, educated at a local grammar school, which was not something that young men often had the opportunity, so he was very lucky to get an education. He married young at the age of 18, an older lady called Anne Hathaway, and they had 4 children. But William Shakespeare left Stratford, headed off to London to become an actor, a playwright and a play manager. And with a group of actors called the Chamberlain's Men, they produced some of Shakespeare's most famous plays throughout the late 16th century. Plays such as Hamlet and Macbeth, As You Like It, Much Ado About Nothing. The histories like Henry V or Julius Caesar or Antony and Cleopatra, and many, many more. He was a prolific writer. They were remarkable plays, but he produced them incredibly quickly because his theatre company needed plays to be performed. And that was what made him so special. But we know very little else about him. And as a result, some people have questioned just whether he even existed, whether somebody else wrote his plays. But I don't think that's likely to be true. Instead, on the 23rd of April, which also happens to be St. George's Day, the patron saint of England, Britain's, the world's most famous poet and playwright, is celebrated. And we remember him with all the things that we say to this day. So many of the phrases we use in modern life come from Shakespeare's plays. If you have to be cruel to be kind, or you refer to someone as pure as the driven snow, that's Hamlet. A wild goose chase in Romeo and Juliet. Henry V described someone as having a heart of gold. You could get too much of a good thing in As You Like It, where things might take forever and a day. In The Tempest, we learnt to say, fair play, or in Much Ado About Nothing, better to lie low. Julius Caesar said, it's all Greek to me. The Merry Wives of Windsor used the phrase, as luck would have it. And Taming of the Shrew taught us to break the ice. There are many, many more. And Shakespeare, as a result, won't be forgotten. And his plays will continue to be performed and given modern contexts. And so, with our prayer, this morning we celebrate not only the life of William Shakespeare, but other writers and people who entertain us with their words. Have a great day, and let us pray.
Dear Lord, on this day that we mark the life of William Shakespeare, we give thanks for the life and works of our great writers, for the joy and the wisdom that they offer us. Help them to inspire us, to encourage us, to challenge what we see and read, and to help us seek what is good and true in the world around us. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, whose own life has taught and inspired us. Amen. The Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and power and glory, forever and ever. Amen.